The greatest ideas have come from sitting on the toilet. Every day, some company, individual, or group is known for giving the public a load of bullshit. Come here to get your daily dose of shit by Alan Cousin. It's time you hear the shit everyone wants to know.
Me again, Alan Cousin, with your daily dose of shit on Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. So what is it that's on my mind today after I just got off the toilet? And let me tell you, it was a long one. Well, you know what? It's pretty simple. Something that everybody can relate to. I don't care who you are out there. Unless you're basically under 10 years old, maybe. Other than that, if you're 10 or older, you definitely can relate to this. But most likely, those that are older can relate even more. What am I talking about? I'm talking about dating. Dating apps and relationships. Now, I don't know about you, but let me tell you, the 21st century may have brought technology, and it definitely may have brought advancements. But when it comes to dating and relationships, I think we've gone backwards instead of forwards. Now, I remember, and yeah, I'm saying, I want to tell you about me, about my relationships maybe, but I remember back in the day, there were times where it was hard to find a relationship. It was hard to get a girlfriend. It was hard to actually get to even go on a date. You had fathers that you had to talk to. You had mothers you had to meet. You had certain obligations that you had to give. Just, and I mean just, to get into the door and have a possibility of talking to that young lady that you wanted to take out on a date. Because the father would want to have a one-to-one man-to-man talk, asking you about your future endeavors, asking about what you planned on becoming, your occupation, where's the money was going to be, and if you wanted kids or children, and how you were going to utilize the word respect towards his daughter. And then, of course, you had the mother, who just basically wanted to have a clear skim search on you. You know, looking at you, maybe chit-chatting here and there, but mostly just paying attention to you, watching you, observing you, to see if you were considered worthy of her daughter. Now, that was about 20 years ago. Today, doesn't exist. Today, all you have are dating apps. You have places that you swipe left or swipe right. There's no places to meet a woman or meet a guy today. I mean, yeah, you can still go to your bars, but I mean, think about it. You're going to your bars. What do you expect? I mean, if you're going to a situation like that, I rarely ever think you're going to find anything positive coming out of it. Now, of course, back in my days, you could meet a young lady in the library, in church, the grocery store, or the park. I mean, there were so many opportunities. There were events out there where you can just enjoy your time and meet someone. Now, they don't know what all they know is picking up a phone, opening up a program, quote unquote, an app, and then swiping left, swiping right. And then, of course, seeing what they base on virtual imaging and a couple of words, whether or not you're, quote unquote, worth their time to go out. And let me tell you, it's okay to a point. I mean, you got to put a small profile, talk about yourself a little, maybe add a couple of quotes, a couple of photos to kind of give a definition of who you are, right? But here you are taking your time, posting photos, giving a description of what you like, what you're into, maybe even a little background about your occupation, how, you graduated from college or high school, whether you're into, smoking, drinking, possible drugs. But with all that being placed on this one little page that supposedly is going to be able to allow someone to look at you and get a clear, brief description of who you are and, quote unquote, whether you'll meet their needs or not. I don't think so. Hell no. Now, what I don't understand more so with this dating situation, and I'm going to call it a dating situation, is this word, this unified word that I've noticed now is being brought to the attention of those out there looking to date, called gifting. Gifting. And so, of course, decided to do a little research. And I got an app. And I got on there. And I put my profile and my pictures and talked a little bit about myself. And, had my age preferences. Because age is just a number anyway, right? So, it depends on whether you want them young, same age, older, whatever, right? Some like them thin, some like them big, some like them tall, some like them short. We all have preferences. So anyway, put my profile there, photos there, talked about myself. And of course I got a couple of people that hit me up, that liked me, as they said, to make a match. And we start to talk. First things first, it's all they said, just to start the conversation, was hey or hi. That's it. Hey. Hi. Nothing else. So here you are now thinking, okay, well, let me engage into this, situation and make a conversation, right? Like, hi, how are you? How's your day? What are you into? What are you looking for? And I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was scary. The shit I was getting back from these females. One was like, hey daddy, how you doing? So, when you think you're free to take me out and maybe let's travel somewhere or go somewhere and, after eating out and, enjoying ourselves, we can go have a little trip. And I'm thinking, okay, this is the first date, right? This is the first meeting. I can understand going to a nice restaurant, maybe go to a movie, or maybe, a nice dining experience, maybe a cafe, depending on what you like. But, and of course, I'm not the type that's going to bring you to Burger King or McDonald's or Wendy's or anything like that. But I mean, I'm going to take you to a nice restaurant and make sure it's got something of class and taste. But to go from let's go eat out at a nice restaurant and then automatically take a trip somewhere, no, not drive, not let's go for a walk in the park, or let's go hang somewhere, or go to the museum, or maybe just find somewhere that has similar interests and we go there together. No, it's let's go to eat and then automatically let's go out on a trip at your expense, by the way. And then this what gets me. So I find, okay, that's younger women, right? So that's the new generation of young women, right? I get it. Not my type. No. Because all they felt was, well, I'm gonna have sex with you. I'm gonna give you a blowjob, or I'm gonna make you feel good, and for that, because you're gonna get that opportunity out of me, you need to spend some money on me. You need to buy me a nice outfit, take me somewhere nice, and show me off, and go places, and take me to all these nice, lavish areas, because I'm going to be with you, and I'm going to have sex with you, and I'm going to blow you and do things that are going to make you scream and moan, and oh yeah, you're going to be happy to be with me. That's what these young ladies I was speaking to, that was their quote unquote explanation as to why I should take them to a 5-star restaurant, then go to a 5-star hotel, or take them on a nice weekend trip on the first date. The first date. And then I said, well, let me go to some older women, because older women around my age or so, maybe a little younger, they understand respect, they understand engagement, getting to know you, getting to realize who you are, and see if you could have a friendship, and if maybe possibly something more, depending on the situation, right? So here I am, going back to the app, swipe, and sure enough, I get hits, and people talk to me. And then upon talking, hey, what are you into? What do you like? This is what I like. Hey, it'd be nice if we could meet each other. Let's get to know each other first a little bit more here, and then we can pick a day and, a spot to meet, and maybe go to the museum, and then go to dinner afterwards, and get to know each other a little bit better. Sounds great, right? Hey, up my alley. Give me the opportunity to see that, they're all about respecting me, and I'm about respecting them, and we're all about just getting to know each other, and then possibly see where it goes, right? Whether it could just be a friendship, or maybe something more in the future. Oh no. See, this is where I got blindsided, right? Because I'm like, it's going well. Okay, older women a little bit younger than me, definitely experienced, been through enough. They understand how this works. They're not just going to be like, hey, let's have sex, or let me give you a blowjob, and yeah, you're going to spend money on me, and you're going to give me money too. No, they understand. They got this down pat, right? And they're talking. Things are going well. And then all of a sudden that magical question comes. By the way, I'm curious. How good are you at gifting? And I was like, what do you mean, how good am I at gifting? And their response was, well, I'm curious when you get to, meet the women that you meet and go out with them, how more relevant, or I should say more apt are you to giving them gifts? And I'm like, well, okay, so what do you mean for their birthday, Christmas, or, just because, help me out here. And they were like, oh, just because, just continually showing your affection and love and respect towards me as a woman by gifting me, by showing me and adoring me and making me feel priceless and beautiful and giving me a full attention, but making me feel beautiful inside and out. So I was like, so what you're telling me here is you're not looking for a man who wants to talk, conversate, take you to nice dinners and maybe to a nice museum, or, sit down and have a nice picnic, talk, get to know you, enjoy time together, maybe at the park, or maybe, at the amusement, or going play putt-putt, or, going to the movies. No, you're looking at someone that basically is going to take you out, going to buy you a nice outfit, and then, after taking you out, yeah, we might go to the movies or to the museum or so forth, but, by the second, third date, I should be buying you a gift. And then from that point on, I should be buying you more gifts, to the point where I'm showing my affection by spending my money on you. Now, I don't know about you, but that made me just go, what the fuck? And I'm not one to curse. I'm not one to be in any way negative or closed-minded. But I'm sorry. When you're thinking right out the box, when you're thinking that after the first or second interaction, now it's all about opening my wallet, and depending on how much I spend on you, depends on whether or not a relationship will form. And then what really gets me is the women out there, and I'm just being honest, so please don't take offense, hopefully, that have children. So now, here you are, you've already had a life so far, you possibly were married before, or not married, got a child or children, and you're starting again because unfortunately the relationship didn't work out, and you want me not only to have money to buy you gifts, but you also want me to pay for your babysitter so you can come out with me, and also buy things for your kids to help support them in your time of need, because that will show how much I care about you and show that I'm truly engaged in being there as a man to help a woman in need. And I'm just going to be honest with you. What I'm speaking is not just my thoughts. These are actual experiences, actual words that came out of women and females' mouths for me to hear, directed at me. What has happened? Have I gone to sleep and woke up in the Twilight Zone, or did I take the COVID vaccine and all of a sudden my world has changed? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mind being a gentleman, opening doors, having poems, and, dressing a woman with surprises, and, giving surprise gifts, and taking them on a nice restaurant or cooking for myself as well, and creating a delightful, eventful date, or should I say dating experience, that'll make them feel that they didn't waste their time to allow me to be with them and engage with them. But I'm sorry. It's one thing to be a gentleman and enjoy someone's time and show them how you enjoy them with a few, I should say, things that you openly offer. And then there's a difference when they actually expect it and they're telling you this is the list of things that they expect you to give or buy or offer, and if you don't do these things, then quote unquote you're not actually a caring, affectionate gentleman that cares for the needs of the woman you're looking for. So I don't know, is it just me? Did I jump into this twilight zone of a new world called the gifting app? Or is everybody going through this? And if so, for those that are actually allowing it and going through the situation of doing these things, shame on you. Shame on each and every one of you for allowing someone to manipulate, abuse, and misuse you in such a way that now they actually believe this is considered normal. Because it's not and will never be in any form, any way, or any part of dating experiences and relationships that truly are engaging and created, considered the normal way. So I'm sorry. If you are going through this and you're allowing it, please, for the sake of all humanity, stop. Stop. Don't allow it. Because trust me, we can maybe get back to the normal reality where a gentleman was a gentleman and a lady was a lady, and we actually gave a fuck about each other. Instead of hearing this famous slogan from both a man and a woman who thinks that they're just so much about themselves that you should be praised to be near them, that you will hear this.
You know you miss it. You miss the action. You bored the tears.
No, I don't. And I'm not. So please, please, let's change this before you drop me down to my knees and make me just wanna. Ladies and gentlemen, for those that are listening, please stop this madness. Don't allow it to become contagious. Don't even engage in it. Because it has to stop. It must stop. And whoever started it, Jesus, please hang them. Put them in a damn closet and lock them there forever. Because the time of dating techniques is all but lost. And somebody needs to wake every one of these damn fools up and let them know this is not considered the way you form a relationship. You hear me? Can you hear me? Do you hear me? It doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't work. And then those who decide to say, oh, I don't want a relationship. I want a poly relationship that's open because I want to give you the time you deserve, but I don't want to be smothered by your attention. but you want me to open my wallet and my credit cards to spend on you constantly while you have my attention, so that you can then utilize that to go out with someone else as you get their money, or more so, use everything I bought to now enjoy them, to get more out of them as well? I don't think so. Please, America, please stop this disease, because if you don't, and it's continue to spread, oh my God. Now I can go on and on, but I'm sorry. It's just talking about it has made me dreadfully tired and exhausted. So all I'm going to say is, don't be a victim, and don't partake in gifting, and please teach your children about what it means to have a true, authentic, engaging relationship. Please. Because if it continues on like this, then humankind is definitely going to die out quickly. And chaos will definitely come sooner than later. So with that being said, I feel I need to play a song to end this glorious daily dose of shit on relationships and dating apps. Oh my God, God bless us all. So here you go. From the man that currently right now a lot of people are not really into. But hey, this song definitely speaks the truth. Here you go. Gold Digger from Kanye West and Jamie Foxx. For all those who truly believe this is the proper way of having a relationship. Thank you, Kanye. Thank you, Jamie. And like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know who started this confusion or decided to create this contagiousness that the disease is spreading so quickly. But whoever it is, please stop. Please stop the madness, because what you're doing is definitely wrong and will never, ever, ever be right. And just so you understand, before I sign off, I am a gentleman. I will open the door for you. I will take you out on a nice dinner, lunch, picnic. I'll take you to a nice event, show you maybe a gallery, go to the museum, maybe a film, an opera, who knows? And you know what? I'll get to know you. And in getting to know you, once I do get to know you and I realize that you actually respect me for me, and you appreciate that I respect you for you, don't think that I won't be nice. Don't think that I won't surprise you. Don't think I won't buy you nice gifts. Because see, in my life, Swarovski exists. In my life, American Express Platinum and Black Card is what I use. But think about this. I earned it. I worked hard to get where I am. And for you to want to allow the opportunity to enjoy me giving you what you want, keyword, not what you need, what you want, and to have such gifts and opportunities means you need to make sure you give me what I want in return. Because having a helicopter dinner, yes, I did say that, a helicopter dinner, is not something I would not concede, or even not something I wouldn't plan, maybe. But you have to show me you're a lady and that you really want a gentleman, and asking for something that far in advance is not going to get you very far. Because yes, there are men out there that definitely want to hit it and quit it, and will definitely give you what you want and what you need just so they can get inside you and say, I've conquered, now it's time to leave. Or I'll take you until I get tired of you, and then I'm moving on. But guess what? It's a short trip. And sooner or later, you're going to be right there, waiting again for that next trip to come by. And guess what? Depending on your age, depending on how you look, and depending on who you're dealing with, you might be waiting longer than you think. So, if you want to take it from me, just a few words of wisdom. Be yourself. Be respectful. Have honesty, trust, and respect towards who you're with. And actually treat them like a human being. And who knows, they might just surprise you more than you can ever desire. Otherwise, enjoy the trip. But always remember, the trip doesn't last forever. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alan Cousin with your daily dose of shit on Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. And let me tell you, tomorrow will be another daily dose of shit on who, what, where, and maybe how. So stay tuned, enjoy your day, enjoy your night, and beware of the date apps out there.
Thanks for listening to your Daily Dose of Shit Talk Show. If you have some insights, questions, or information of bullshit to pass on, please email us at momentousevents@aol.com. Make sure to come back daily to hear some new shit about money, business, life, and who knows what else as I take a dump on the toilet.